Hi, Happy New Year, and welcome along to The Zone. This is the Fantasy Football Zone, your home for everything fantasy football. My name is the ideal guy, Mark Leon Kabale.
And I'm Anoli Honda.
And I'm back, Mr. Pompey, the big deal himself. And for all the fantasy football fans, this is the show for you.
And here's what we have lined up on our show for you today. Our hot topic, we discuss the Gameweek 18 chip strategy and differentials, who is going to stand out as a top differential pick for this week. And finally, we'll be discussing our captain picks.
Thank you so much for showing your love and support. And this Happy New Year 2020, we are still on a journey to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
So keep subscribing, keep loving the show, support,
Yeah.
hit that notification bell to get anything we post. We love you so much.
Great! Guys, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Happy New Year!
Welcome to be back. Welcome to be back. 2021.
Yeah, I mean, 2020 was a very, I don't know what to describe that year as. But
2020.
That already describes it.
some were saying it's a tale of 2 years.
Yes.
But again, even for us as FPL players, we suffered a lot as well
Yeah.
in the last season.
Yes.
But we're here with the new year, hopeful again as well.
Started
You know?
very well.
Started very well.
Some of us.
For some people, for some of us, we never had the opportunity to start well. But yeah, how was the first game week of 2020 for you?
For me, mine was fantastic. Finally, Green Arrows, man.
Aye, finally.
79 points. And I beat you.
Wow. Yeah.
Perfect start to the year.
Great. How about you, Paul?
For me, it was kawaida. It's something normal that I'm getting used to. Green Arrows. Since Christmas,
Yeah.
I've been having a good trajectory.
Yeah.
So I've been having Green Arrows. And even the first game week, I had a 73.
Yeah.
So good score.
I mean, for me, 2021 did start well for me. I got 49 points, and that was all because of Mo Salah.
Mo Salah.
Mo Salah, I captained Mo Salah, and he just got me a clean 2 points.
We are grateful.
Thank
We're grateful.
But I mean, there's still a lot to look forward to in
Yeah,
this season.
2021.
Guys, so I want us to just dive into it.
Yeah.
Our hot topic today.
Mhm.
Everyone is asking around, what should I do for Game Week 18?
Mhm.
Game Week 18, for those who do not know, is a blank game week.
Yeah.
That means there's some games that are not being played.
Yeah.
And so, chip strategy. Let's just dive into it. Should we use our chips first of all, or should we not use our chips?
I think personally, I'd say not to use your chip.
Okay.
Take a minus, take a hit.
Okay.
Take a hit for a -4,
Mhm.
just to see how your team lines up to this game week. But don't forget, the other game week is a double game week.
Yeah.
So the transfers you're making this game week should be affecting the other game week. So for me, don't use your free hits. The others, they're still bigger game weeks that will be blanks.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'd tell people not to use their chip strategy.
The chips. You mentioned something interesting. I had that possibly Game Week 29 could also be
it could be
blank
another
game
one.
week.
Not that
It's a
would be
double game,
worse.
I think. Yeah.
26 could be a double game week, and then a blank game week in 29.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. I don't know. What do you think? I know.
Personally, I'm very torn in between. I'm not sure if I should use my chip because I have the players.
Yeah.
But then there is Corona now.
Yeah.
We have had Aston Villa have an outbreak, and they are playing Tottenham. So we are not
It's
sure if that
crazy.
game will be played.
It's crazy.
That's another situation.
Yeah.
The Southampton United, their game could be added to the game 18. So we are not sure.
Like it's crazy how the FPL world
Yeah.
is turning
It's turning,
because of
yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
One day there's a game, one day there's no
There's no
game.
game.
But this is where you see who is an amateur.
Yeah.
The
boys-
this is where the boys are split on men. Because as much as there's Rona,
Yeah.
there's a way you can balance out your
Yeah.
team in a way that even if Man City doesn't play and the players doesn't play, you won't be as hurt as much.
Yeah.
So this is somehow giving an edge to some managers. Yes.
No, that's right. Okay, let's get into it. What are you gonna do for game week 18?
I am really not sure, but I'm leaning towards using my free hit chip.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a couple of players out, or
Not really, but I'm going to hold off my transfers, especially for that game to be confirmed.
yeah.
Whether
yeah.
Soton is being added
Yes,
and
yes,
Tottenham
yes.
is being cancelled.
You mentioned a very key thing. Holding on until the last minute.
Yeah.
In this COVID season, that
I
is
think
a
that
strategy.
should be a
That's
motto
exactly.
for everyone.
But it can work against you in that you can wait until the last minute, then prices rises.
Nah, yeah.
There's
that's
that
right.
aspect.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it can it's now, as I said, it's now where fantasy managers are being proven to be worthy.
That's
Yes.
right.
So for me, to answer your question, I'll just take my hit.
You're gonna take.
I'll take my hit.
My -4.
Minus
8.
4. I'd rather take a -8. This
And
is
save
my
the
4th
chip.
year running,
Yeah.
so I don't think this is worth it.
Ah.
I don't think this is worth it.
Yeah. No. To be honest, I think I'm actually on the side of Pompey.
Yeah.
I've been contemplating on whether I should use this chip, and being that we have such a weird season,
Yeah.
I'm also just in that position of have about 4 players in my first team squad who are not playing this game week. So I'm just thinking, why not just sacrifice, get a -8 or -4 for this game week, and I have now. That means that my whole bench is not gonna play.
Yeah.
So of course it's risky,
Yeah.
but I think for me the strategy that I'm going to use is try to get the captain right.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that is the strategy for
Yeah.
everyone. He's not using his chip.
Yeah, because I know once the free hit guys get it right, I'm going to just see red arrows, just as I've seen them in the last game. Great, that's it. I mean, please let us know in the comment section, what is your chip strategy? How are you approaching game week 18, even as we go along? And great. Great. And now on our differential section, I mean, we look at players who have less ownership, less than 10%, and again, could have actually a stellar game week in this this blank game week 18.
Yeah.
So guys, I mean, who are we looking at as our top differentials for this specific game week?
I'd go for Phil Foden.
All right.
Previously, Man City they had an outbreak of coronavirus,
That's right.
and we know a couple of players who are not available.
Yeah.
So Phil Foden has been filling up the gap, and you know Phil Foden with 2 assists.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Two assists.
And also a goal.
2 assists and a goal.
Yeah.
So Phil Foden and their fixtures are quite well. Brighton. So Phil Foden.
Brighton at home.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Man City fixtures look very good. They have 3 home games back to back following just this game week, and many people are jumping onto a KDB, Sterling, and jumping onto also of course the back,
The defense.
Cancelo, Stones, Diaz, A name that possibly is not popping up a lot is Phil Foden, who is about 4.4% owned.
Yeah.
Is 6.2 million. Is much cheaper than the competition. What do you think about
Saves you a
Foden?
lot of money. I am definitely thinking of bringing him.
Swapping
him for Jared Bowen. I regret bringing that.
But Bowen has a double game coming in.
That doesn't matter.
All right.
Man City also has a double game.
Yeah, City
All right.
has a-
So Foden looks good. No, Foden looks good. Who are you looking at?
I want to highlight that Arsenal team, Emil Smith Rowe. I mean, he has been a shining light. Finally for Arsenal.
Finally. How do you feel as a Man United fan that you're finally on form?
I'm still fine. I mean, we are
Alright.
top. Joint top.
Alright.
It would be worse.
Be careful.
If you are struggling, but currently, I like how Arsenal are coming back, because I mean, we need Arsenal to bring the banter. Without Arsenal and Manchester,
there's no banter.
no, let me tell you, it's not about competition. Arsenal fans are full of banter, and so us Man U
As well
fans,
as Man United fans.
I was going there. So us Man U fans are feeling. Now you're getting normal. So I'm very grateful.
Good. Anyways, back to you.
And that 4.4 million, man.
Wow.
Saves you a lot of money.
Wow.
Especially when people are looking at maybe Zaha, the Berechis.
Yeah.
Their prices are too high.
That's
So I
right.
think Emil Smith Rowe
Yeah, I mean, ever since Smith Rowe started getting into the Arsenal lineup, I think that was from the Chelsea game.
Yeah.
And that was because of the COVID cases. That
We thank COVID.
Yeah, we thank COVID for, there's a shining spark now there in Emil Smith Rowe in playing that number 10
role.
Yeah. There's a lot of goals been coming in for Arsenal.
Lacazette is finally scoring.
Yeah, I mean, so I think Smith Rowe is looking really good.
But
And,
I have a problem with Smith Rowe.
Okay.
Once Thomas Partey is back, I don't know how he would manage a Partey Smith Rowe. I'm very worried because Partey is more, he also is very attacking minded, as much as he's very deep. So I don't know if now the 10 would be very solid.
I feel like even Partey coming would even makes me throw a more lethal number 10.
Because he has cover.
Now he has cover behind him, so he doesn't have to be doing all those defensive needs.
But it can work against, because now you see he has to, but well,
from an FPL perspective, Arsenal has Crystal Palace at home.
Yes.
Crystal Palace has considered, I think, almost the second worst or the worst number of chances so far, I think, over the last 4 game weeks. And Arsenal is on fire, they're on form. Do you think Smith Rowe at a 4.4 is one to look at?
For me, it's a good shout. It's a good shout at that price. Definitely a good shout, because he's a very what do you call it? A price stabilizer. He brings something into the team, and you can play a 5 on the midfield, and he can deliver.
Yeah, I mean, Smith Rowe. Guys, I think we're in agreement. Smith Rowe, as long as he gets game time in that Arsenal team.
I feel unless they sign another number 10, I think he's guaranteed minutes. Yeah.
Good. So please let us know in our comment section. Phil Foden and Emil Smith Rowe, who is a better pick, or who are you picking as your top differential for game week 18? Fantastic. Welcome along to our feature match discussion. Now, I mean, in this COVID season, we're really not certain where to look, with regards to the feature match. But we have an interesting match that is actually there. This could be actually a top 4 kind of, fighting, contending match. Aston Villa versus Tottenham. Let me paint a picture of this match first of all.
Okay.
Aston Villa has played 7 games at home, won 3, drawn 1, lost 3. Tottenham Hotspurs has actually played 8 games away, won 4, 3 draws and 1 loss. Now, with those stats in mind, of course, now we are looking at it from, of course, a football perspective, but also an FPL perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think, first of all, about this match?
I think it's an exciting match if it is played, especially with that COVID concern. Yeah, but it's an exciting match.
Yeah. Pompey,
Yes.
this match, what does this match bring really for you?
I don't know. I smell a 7-2. I smell I smell another 7. But you see how Mourinho is playing his football. It's really very defensive.
Yeah.
And Villa will come attacking. Will come if all things stand. Villa have had tested Manchester. We saw how they played really well, just that they got a loss. So Aston Villa is really a solid team. So for me, I am interested. I'm very excited. This is a high scoring game. No team will sit back.
I doubt it.
No team will sit back.
I feel like
Trust you
Mourinho
me.
will definitely sit back.
Let me tell you, Mourinho concedes 2.
Okay.
Mourinho will open up his game.
Now, I think actually these are 2 interesting teams. Both teams are actually good on the counter.
Yes.
So that means one or the other has to come out. And now, of course, we've seen that Aston Villa has already beaten some big teams, Arsenal included, Liverpool as well.
Repeat that. Repeat that team.
7-2.
And that was at Aston Villa as well. I don't know. Okay, now let's switch gears. From an FPL perspective, how do you view this game? Do you have some players from Aston Villa, Tottenham?
I own double up. Kane, Son.
Goodness. And when if Pompey's prediction comes to pass,
personally, I really do not care if Spurs lose 7-2 as long as
Kane
is scoring 2 and Son is assisting the 2. So I'm okay.
All right.
I actually want them to lose. So.
All right. Good. How about you?
From an FPL perspective, I'd as much I'm saying a 7-2. I'd go for a Tottenham defense.
Really?
Yeah, I'd go for a Tottenham defense. Well, because I like a regular. So why? Because of what he's delivering. We're seeing him with his crosses, his lethal.
Yeah.
So I'd go for regular.
It's interesting.
And I have Kane.
You have Kane already.
Yes.
It's interesting. Of course, the top defensive picks in Tottenham are Region,
And
Dyer,
And Hugo.
mostly.
Now Hugo, especially for the black game.
Yeah, now, again, I think for me, though Region is subject to rotation because I've seen Ben Davies is also playing a couple of
and
games.
this one I think Nani will look to be more defensively sound, so he might start with Ben
But
Davies.
remember, Tottenham are playing in the FA Cup. So Ben Davies will play in the FA Cup, then regular.
So maybe we will see how he handles
I think,
that.
but anyways, you're looking at basically defense mostly.
Basically defense.
I mean, it's interesting. I have Son in my team. I'm very cagey about this game. I have Son and Grealish. I'm cagey about this game because you never know where. I personally feel this game could be. It could go either way. Could also just be that
a nil-nil draw.
Nil-nil draw will.
Or 1-1.
That would be crazy for so many fans. You know?
But that'll be fine.
So many players who are playing their free hit team are actually bringing in Son and Kane.
Tripling up actually.
Are actually tripling up Spurs assets. Do you think that's a wise move?
Yes.
Okay.
It is very wise because they have shown consistently that they are delivering. I'm very saddened by the fact I don't have Son. The whole season, but I'm thinking
that makes me happy.
so I'm planning to bring him. I'm planning to see if I can go for the double up, but still weighing my options.
Now, on the flip side, there is many who have Martinez, Jack Grealish, Cash.
I think those are the two most owned in that villa.
Yeah, I mean, so do you think those are players we should have for this game?
They're usually the ones who are performing. Martinez maybe not for the clean sheets, but mostly for the saves. Grealish, there is a shout for penalties anytime.
Okay.
He's the most foul player already this season. So there's a shout for a penalty. I think people should also maybe consider Bertrand Traore. He's been a man in form.
Yeah, actually he scored in his last game.
5.8 million.
5.8 million. Not a bad. I mean, okay, guys. I mean, that's our feature match for this specific game week, and we hope it actually becomes an interesting game. What's a prediction from?
Aston Villa win.
Okay.
2-1.
2-1. Okay. I know.
I'm not really sure. I'm probably gonna regret this match. I'm going for a Spurs win.
Spurs win.
Maybe a 3-2.
3-2.
Yeah.
I'll go in the middle. I'll say 1-0. A draw 1-1, and let's see how it goes. Let's see who takes it. All right, good. That's it for our feature match, and please let us know what is your score prediction for this specific match for our feature match of Blank Game Week 18. Fantastic. I'm glad that you've been tagged along this far in the show. Now, great, guys, we are getting into the discussion that we have to get right in this Blank Game Week. You know, for us to have a stellar game week.
All things rest on this decision.
Yeah, captain picks. Who are we giving the armband to? I mean, guys, I don't even know how to start because it's crazy. There's a lot of matches that could go either way, you know. But I don't know. Who are our favorites for our captain picks? I know.
I think right now, the favorite because of their away form, Bruno Fernandes. This game week is so hard to look past him.
Bruno Fernandes has Burnley at away.
It doesn't matter. They have shown their away performances. Apart from that Sheffield game, the one he blanked, they have been dominant.
Well, of course. But I mean, Bruno is actually a good pick.
Yeah.
I didn't like the way he played against Man City. Oh, is it just because Man City is of higher quality?
Man City is Man City. Man City is Man City. And the approach even for Ole, when you see his approach, he wasn't going for it. So that kind of limited how Bruno would affect the game. So that was a big blow.
Okay.
So Bruno
Fernandes
would be a good
against
shout
Burnley
because as he mentioned, he only blanked only one game, only one away game.
Okay.
So, and Burnley, as much as they sit back, they concede. So Bruno, anything coming from Manchester, we all know is coming from Bruno.
Okay. And I mean, in this conversation of Burnley versus Man United, Burnley are not even shooting on target, you know. So there's also that extra point for.
I'm not sure, but I think they have the least shot on target.
Actually, they have the least.
On
They
goal.
have the least.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not really creating many chances, and then Dwight is injured, so.
Goodness. Okay, so that could be interesting. Who are you looking at?
My master chef,
Master chef.
Mr. Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne is a no-brainer against Brighton, regardless who they are facing.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter who they are facing.
Right.
Kevin De Bruyne is a must-have player, and for this game week,
I think even for the future.
and for this game week, I'm giving my armband. Personally, I'm giving Kevin De Bruyne.
Okay, I mean Kevin De Bruyne is, a no-brainer because especially he's on form, and we're starting to see again Man City click again as well. In the previous game, that Man City played, Man City was playing a false nine. That was against Chelsea. False nine KDB.
Exciting.
And exciting, and having him at that position, you know, of course, is a points magnet. Again, he's on penalties. I don't know, what do you think about KDB?
I don't own him, so I'm not even going to comment on that. But definitely, he's a very good option.
I mean, is there anyone else we're looking at?
I think in that Man United team also, Marcus Rashford. You know, he's been bagging up the points silently.
But I think he's missing
he's missing so much.
A lot of chances.
He's scoring. But definitely. You know, even when Bruno is assisting, Rashford is definitely there.
Yeah, I mean, how about Harry Kane? We've just talked about him in the feature match. Harry Kane, how is he for
I don't know.
Captain choice.
I wouldn't go for Harry Kane as a captain choice, but he's a good shout also. Seeing Aston Villa, if it's happening to be a high scoring game, it has to be Harry Kane.
I mean, of course, when you talk about Kane, you of course look at Son as well, you know. So, I mean, for those Son and Kane owners, what would we advise them for this specific game?
Don't captain them.
If you have either Bruno or De Bruyne, go for either. Go for one of them. Kane, you can just put there as a point hauler, but that's
it's not really a captain, a safe captain.
All right. Now let's get into, are there any differential picks that we can actually look at for this game week?
Alexander Lacazette, man.
Lacazette.
4 goals in 5 games. Fantastic form.
Hey. Lacazette is in form.
I'm split because of how biased I am. I really want him to have in my team because Shea Adams is really blanking for me, and so I have money in my bank, so I'm thinking about
Lacazette 8.2 million. That is actually a tasty, because you know that is in the range of the likes of Ings.
I think he's also an option for those who are getting rid of Dominic
Calvert-Lewin. Actually that's a very good shot, and he's on form, and that Arsenal team is gelling. So and again against the Crystal Palace, who are conceding a lot of shots. Differential, good. What do you guys think about Wilson? They're playing Sheffield United, who have the worst everything.
Nothing is working for this season. I don't know what is going on in that team.
For me, I wouldn't go for Callum Wilson because he's fresh from injury. As much as he has played, we haven't seen him click as fast as we want as FPL managers. So Wilson, give him some time. Give him time.
Yeah, but I mean, wouldn't you back him against a struggling Sheffield United team? And
I wouldn't, because this is a game week that I need a certain captain. So I'd really not.
But even differential captains have.
I know,
especially if he delivers.
Yes, but I need points from my big players. So I'm trusting my big players.
I mean, that's for me. I personally have Wilson in my team, and I'm not certain whether I'm gonna actually captain him.
Are you willing to take the risk?
I don't know. I think I'll know by Tuesday. You never know with this COVID one. Maybe left with Wilson. But great. I mean, okay, let's now get into it. Who are you captaining, Anu, for game week 18?
I mean, if I don't make any transfers, it's definitely
Bruno Fernandes. Pompey?
I said it, my man. Mr. KDB.
I honestly wish I had KDB, but I'm going to go with Bruno because I have Bruno in my
I'm
team.
bringing in KDB.
You know, because a lot of people are of course gonna go with KDB
Yeah.
and Bruno, but I'm actually looking the Bruno Fernandes way. If it doesn't work out, possibly I will go to a differential. But yeah, I mean, that's it for our captain picks discussion. I mean, engage with us. Who is the best contender for this game week 18 captain pick? Because it's actually a very interesting week. You never know where the points are gonna come from.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it, guys. For our show. Thanks a lot. For hanging out as well today on the zone.
We're grateful.
Yeah.
I mean, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year once again.
Hopefully a better year for FPL.
Yeah, especially me who struggled in 2020. Hopefully 2021 is my year.
Yeah.
And yeah, thanks a lot for joining us on the show. Please continue to interact with us on our social media platforms on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram at official FF Zone, and we'll be glad to get to know what you're up to as well. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to know whenever we post new videos. And as usual, we'll leave you with snapshots of our teams and how they're shaping up for this blank game week. And yeah, we'll be looking forward to hearing what you have to say. So thank you so much and see you next time. Peace.